This video was digitized from a reel of silent 8mm film. Just exceptional footage of USS Forrestal CVA-59 on, I think, her med cruise in 1958-59. She made a med cruise from 2 September 58 to 12 March 1959. And you can see here the carrier air group that's on her deck is Carrier Air Group 8, which had the tail letters AJ, Alpha Juliet. And they didn't deploy to, they were on Ranger in 1957, and then they deployed to Forrestal in 1958. So sometime in that time frame. And this film had a manufacture date of 1957, so it would be right about in there. If you have some information on it, please leave a comment. And here you could see they're towing an A1 Douglas A1 Skyraider here into position, and there in the background are some Douglas F4D Skyrays. And just I'll try to call these aircraft out as I can. And I do have a naval background, but not in aircraft. So if I get something wrong, please leave a comment. But yeah, there's some A1 Skyraiders all lined up, ready to go. There in the foreground and in the background, some F4D Skyrays. Yeah, and you'll see there's a lot going on in this film. Just great film work too. Whoever did this had a great camera, and had some good film in it. And yeah, here's an A1 Skyraider getting pushed into position. And Carrier Group 8, like I mentioned earlier, they shifted from USS Ranger in 1957. That was their last year on Ranger. In 58, they went to Forrestal, and they stayed on Forrestal until 1966. And you can see here with all these A1 Skyraiders firing up that it was and it still is a very dangerous environment. When you're on the flight deck of one of these carriers. Nowadays you have to worry about a jet blast and being sucked into an engine. Back in these days, there was definitely a lot of propellers aircraft. And those helicopters are a couple of Piasecki HUP retrievers, and they're going to fly off here and then do like a aircraft guard in case an aircraft has to ditch. And that aircraft right there is a F4D Skyray. Yeah, and so they're getting all prepped here, getting the helos up, and then in case they have to retrieve a ditched aircraft, and then they're going to start launching them here. And these A1 Skyraiders, they were armed with 4 20mm cannons, and they could do 200 rounds per gun, and they had 15 external hardpoints with a capacity of 10,500 pounds of bombs. And there goes those Piasecki helicopters, and there goes a F4D Skyray. They're going to shoot those off. A really interesting wing on those. And this is with an A4 Douglas A4 Skyhawk. You can see on the front there, it has the in-flight refueling probe kind of sticking out of the front of the nose. And that's an F8 Crusader, bought F8 Crusader that just took off, and then some more A1 Skyraiders, another F8 Crusader. And this is a Douglas A3 Skywarrior. And there's a A3 Skywarrior all the way back aft there, and she was a bomber, and she was armed with two 20-millimeter cannons in the tail turret, and she could carry 12,800 pounds of free fall bombs or mines. I think that's one getting ready to launch there in the background. Either that or an F-8 Crusader. Yeah, I think that's an F-8 Crusader taking off right there, yep. Then a F-4D Skyray, then a A-4 Skyhawk, another F-4D Skyray, more A1 Skyraiders, a lot of them. And there's a Grumman E1 Tracer, anti-submarine aircraft. The dome on top there. They're A3 Skywarrior. And I see that little boat in the background there. It's some sort of carrier guard boat in case, you know, there's a plane has to ditch. And here comes some landings. Got a A4 Skyhawk there. Another A4. Pod F8. Another Pod F8. Yeah, the Pod F8 had 4 20-millimeter cannons in her lower fuselage. And she could carry rockets and missiles and bombs. Skywarrior. Skywarrior. Find it interesting. You see that flight crew member running out there. I think he's doing something with the tail hook. And that's pretty much it for the flight operations. You can see there's some aircraft with USS Forrestal on the tail, and you could see now the totally empty, well, not empty, but non-active carrier flight deck. Some Douglas A3 Skywarriors there. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. This was, you know, really, I really enjoy coming across film like this. And, you know, I try to upload military and patriotic films to my, my channel every other day. And, you know, with my nautical background, I always love coming across, like I said, films like this, naval film. And yeah, just a great piece of naval history and USS Forrestal history and Carrier Group 8 history. And if you're interested in a good read, check out my books at www.edsemler.com.